If exes are exes for a reason, does that mean you should never get back with an ex? I'm Benny Lichtenwallner. I help people get their exes back, so you might take a guess at what I have to say about this. But let me lay something out for you. Okay, so they're your ex for a reason. There's some kind of breakdown. Okay, you guys broke up about that. Now, typically, when people break up, it's happening because there's some kind of breakdown in communication. Nervous systems are unregulated. That is, you get triggered in some type of way, and you're either going to fight with your ex, run away, freeze, or roll over and give them their way. And eventually, there's a breakdown to these sort of like incomplete strategies for resolving the conflict. Somebody, like, the issue doesn't get solved, right? And these things compound over time. So yeah, that's pretty much the reason that they're your ex. And guess what? Every breakup, good couple, bad couple, big problems, little problems, whatever, that's pretty much the source of the breakup right there. Does that mean a couple that has decades of history together and kids and businesses and all this stuff, well, they're your ex for a reason, something bad happened, so we just need to let that be the end of the story because you know what? Something bad happened and let's just call it right there. That needs to be the end of the story. Okay, cool. Tell that to, the champion boxer, the champion, like any fucking sports champ that lost like their first match or their first game or whatever. Cool. You know what? You lost that game for a reason. You just didn't train as hard as the other people, whatever. You just need to hang it up. Just go ahead and call it quits, Let's just, be subject to fate. As if whatever problem that exists doesn't have a corresponding solution. Right? The problem is that the people that say they're your ex for a reason, they don't know what the solutions are. And relationships are complicated. There's lots of reasons why things break down. The average person doesn't understand this, nor do they understand the connection that you have to your ex. Almost nobody understands except for you and your ex. Hardly probably anybody else in your life really gets, why you're into this person. So yes, you had some problems. And guess what? As you get your ex back, they're not going to have fixed those problems. You're going to be re-inheriting those same problems. So it's not as though there's not any wisdom in this saying that they're your ex for a reason. However, the cool part about re-attracting your ex back into a relationship is that you build influence with them once again. And this time you have to be wise enough to get them to go into therapy by using that influence you built up through re-attracting them. Now, if you want my help with this process of getting your ex back, click on my profile, click this link, set up a call with me, tell me your story, and I'll give you a step-by-step plan to get your ex back.